Good afternoon, everyone. I am Demir Irene Ilyaso, and I will be the one who will discuss to you regarding the topic about the competency-based curriculum design. In today's educational system, curriculum-based education plays a vital role in maintaining consistency, quality, and relevance in learning. It helps teachers organize instructions effectively and allows students to progress step by step, building knowledge and skills in a logical and meaningful way. In this discussion, I will share the meaning of curriculum-based education and its importance in teaching and learning process. Through this discussion, we can better understand how a well-planned curriculum contributes to effective education. But before we start, I want to share to you our learning objectives for this topic in this afternoon. First, we are able to explain the competency-based education, its characteristic and its principles. Analyze the advantage of competency education in TLE. Reflect the relevance of competency-based curriculum or curricula in addressing a learner's diversity. Now let us know the definition of curriculum-based or competency-based curriculum for some researchers. According to Spady of 1994, he defines that competency-based education is an approach that organizes instructions around the demonstrations of mastery of competency that are essential for learners to succeed. He emphasizes outcomes, performance, and real-world application. Bloom, 1971, links CBE with mastery of learning, explaining that nearly all students can achieve high levels of learning if they are given sufficient time and appropriate instructional support. According to the OECD 2010, competency-based education focuses on developing learners' ability to apply knowledge and skills effectively in real-life contexts, not just recalling information. And last, DeVries 2015 explains that in competency-based curricula, learning is the learner-centered and assessment is continuous, formative, and performance-based, ensuring that competencies are actually attained before progressions. In curriculum-based education, every learners are unique, created with their own ability and skills. Lessons are designed to help students master required knowledge and skills in systematic and organized way. Aligned with the K-12 program and TESDA standard, it prioritizes real-world application, critical thinking, and industry-required competencies for local and global competitiveness. Now, what is the advantage of competency-based education from the traditional education? So, an aspect of structure, fixed curriculum, traditional education is a fixed curriculum and pace. Students progress by age and time even without mastery. While in CBE, it is a flexible pace. Students progress based on mastery and individual ability. So, in other explanation, sa traditional po, kahit ang isang bata ay hindi niya pa namamaster ang isang topic, as long as tapos na yung time na inallot para sa topic na yun, kailangan na mag-move yung teacher sa another topic. Pero sa CBE, hanggat hindi na ma-master ni bata yung topic or yung kailangan niyang ma-attain na knowledge, hindi siya mag-forward sa another level. So next, in learning outcomes, traditional education focuses on memorization and passing tests, while CBE, or the competency-based education, focus on deep understandings and real-life application of skills. So before, sa traditional, more on pen and papers, pero sa CBE, ina-encourage ang mga bata na gawin ng actual or magkaroon ng performance task or hands-on task dun po sa topic po. In grading, traditional is based on tests, assignments, and behaviors, while competency-based education is based on demonstrated performance and mastery. Now let us know what are the characteristics of competency-based learning. So the first key characteristic of curriculum-based learning or education: flexibility and learning pace. Students progress by demonstrating mastery, not by the amount of time spent in class. Next, clear competencies and outcomes. Learning goals are clearly defined, measurable, and aligned with students' ability and pace. Third one, personalized pacing. Learners advance at different speeds, receiving support or acceleration according to the individual's need. And last, focus on practical skills. Learning emphasizes real-world application rather than textbook-based knowledge and standardized tests. Now let us know what is the role of the teacher in curriculum-based education. In competency-based education, or CBE, the teacher shifts from a traditional sage-on-the-stage lecturer to a facilitator, mentor, and designer of a personalized learning experiences. Teachers guide students at their own pace, provide timely feedback, and evaluate mastery through performance-based assessments, ensuring students demonstrate skills rather than just absorbing information. How about the role of the student? In competency-based education, the role of the students shifts from a passive recipient of information to an active self-directed agent of their own learning. CBE prioritizes the mastery of specific skills over time spent in a classroom, placing the responsibility on the learner to demonstrate proficiency at their own pace. Now let's jump to the principles of competency-based education. The first one is the mastery-based learning. Mastery-based learning means that students progress to the next level only after they have fully understood and demonstrated mastery of the required competencies or skills. Learning is not rushed by time limits or fixed schedules. Instead, students are given sufficient time, support, and feedback to ensure deep understanding. These principles ensure that gaps in learning are addressed immediately, helping students build a strong foundation before moving forward. For example, a student practices solving fractions until they can do it correctly before moving to decimals. Next, personalized learning paths. Personalized learning paths recognizes that each learner has unique abilities, interests, and learning preferences. In competency-based education, instructions is tailored to the individual, allowing students to follow learning pathways that match their pace and potential. Learners receive appropriate support and resources based on their needs, ensuring more effective and meaningful learning. For example, one student learns addition using games, while another uses worksheets. Different activities, yet both reaching the same goal. The third one is the transparency in learning outcomes. Learning objectives and expectations are clearly communicated to students, facilitators, and parents, ensuring shared understanding of goals and assessments. For example, students and parents know that by the end of the week, the student should be able to plant and care for a seedling. Next, number 4, flexible assessment methods. Learning assessment, or CBE, uses varied assessment methods to measure students' ability to apply knowledge rather than relying on traditional tests alone. Instead of written tests, students demonstrate understanding by watering and measuring plant growth correctly. That's one example. Next, the last one. Number 5, focus on real-world skills. Students' activities are designed to focus on the instructional curriculum that can be implemented in clients' environment. Student activities emphasize practical skills that can be applied in real life and professional settings. For example, a student learns to calculate a budget for a small school project and applies it to a class fundraiser. Here in the Philippines, there are some schools and institutions that apply CBC or competency-based curriculum. So, the first example na kilalang-kilala naman natin lahat is the TESDA, or the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. It is the primary government authority in the Philippines implementing competency-based curriculum, or CBC, for technical vocational education and training, or TVET. It focuses on demonstrated skills, allowing learners to earn a national certificate by proving ability rather than just time spent in training. Another example, our very own Technological University of the Philippines, or the TUP. The TUP incorporates a competency-based approach, particularly through its focus on industrial, technical, and engineering education aimed at developing practical skills. TUP utilizes AACC-UP accreditation, which focuses on professional competencies, including the application of theories to real-world problems. Next, other TechVoc or technical vocational school are also primary implementers of the competency-based curriculum. Marami po tayo sa Pilipinas, pero ito lamang po yung ilan sa ipapakita muna naming example. Now let's talk about the advantage of CBE in TLE. A competency-based curriculum in technology and livelihood education offers significant advantage by shifting the focus from a mere theoretical knowledge to the demonstration of practical, real-world skills. This approach ensures that students are not just studying for grades, but are actively acquiring the necessary, measurable skills required in industry and for entrepreneurship. Competency-based education stands out as a liberal approach to learning to mastery, relevance, and individualism as compared to traditional offerings. Most CBE initiatives place practical skills on the student-centered learning at the core, which not only improves the learning experience, but also gets the students ready for the tough environment in workplace. Competency-based learning is expanding globally in K-12 and higher education, with AI tools and digital portfolios and personal dashboards. It is becoming the new standard for equitable, mastery-focused learning. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Here are my references for my topic. Thank you so much and have a good day.